Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Marikina Polytechnic College is a school of educational courses on which most of the population of M positions are English majors. We use this population to survey about on what most of the time they prefer to read. Is it contemporary novels or classic novels?
Nowadays, I prefer more reading contemporary novels such as works of which
At present moment time, I love reading classic books also, but the most commonly the works from the avant-garde writers from Dan Brown, Mitch Albom, and Paulo Coelho, such as like that. So nowadays, I much prefer to read the contemporary literary like novels of Paulo Coelho, wherein God decided to die, and then The Alchemist. But I will not discredit or disregard other classical literature, especially those 12 influential literature of the world.
So as an avid reader, I prefer both classic and contemporary writers or write-ups or literature. Because in classic literature, I admire those things that the author observed during his or her time. Because literary works reflects the time that author made those pieces. That's why I love reading classics. And at the same time, I love also reading contemporary works. Why? Because it reflects the society that we have now. That's why I prefer reading both, so that I will be knowledgeable enough in the past and as well as at our present time.
Okay. I read books from mixed authors. Okay, first I read books from modern authors, also from Wattpad authors, and then in books.
For me, I prefer reading classic novels and stories, unlike with the Wattpad stories. For me, I prefer reading Wattpad stories. So, I prefer much more in literature books like Colin, mga young adult genre like Colin. For me, I prefer literature books than Wattpad stories.
The survey results, as shown in the graph, 40% in contemporary novels and 60% from classic novels. We ended up our documentation about asking their perspectives or own views on the progress of modern authors and how it will gonna affect the world of literature.
So my viewpoint in today's world of literature is that most of the genres of the literature are talking about society as their main course. So it actually gives a futuristic and transformative view. Or for example, I Am Number 4, Maze Runner, The Giver, and other modern books that are best selling right now of our society. And of course, the effect would be a new idea of the people of the future society. It opens the eyes of everyone, and they could see another type of society which can sooner or later happen in our reality. So that's all.
So one of the things that I observe nowadays is that many teenagers are much more into reading stories written in the Wattpad. Using their gadgets, using their laptops, cell phones, or any gadgets that is available to them. And as an avid reader, as a bookworm who loves book very much and loves literature very much, I guess it has a big effect on our youth. Why? Because they are much more interested nowadays reading stories is written in using the gadgets rather than the hardbound books, which is much more appropriate and can help our writers, that can encourage the writers to write something that is really, that can help students or any people who can read their books. So that's all. That's all. Thank you.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.